Hi Gemini, welcome back to Omkaratarot and to your year ahead. This is for 2026 Gemini. Let's see what the messages are for you month by month, January till December. So let's take one major arcana, the major influence around you each month, and then we'll clarify them as required. And a warm welcome back to all my subscribers. Welcome in newcomers. Jan, Feb, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. Bottom of my deck, I have the Lovers, which means this is going to be a year that you have to make some major choices. All right, so let's see what these are going to be. But Gemini, before I start opening these cards, well, once a year I take out a Lord Ganesha card. In India, we have this thing that anytime we start anything new in our life, we always pray to Lord Ganesha, because Lord Ganesha is the deity which brings in prosperity, abundance, joy, happiness, celebration. So with every new thing that we start is like we pray to Lord Ganesha to bring in that happiness in our life. So what better time than to start a brand new year with a message from Lord Ganesha. So Lord Ganesha, please tell me, for my Geminis, my precious gems, what's your message, blessing for them for 2026 for Gemini. And your message from Lord Ganesha is inner knowing. That's number 17. What is this inner knowing, Lord Ganesha? What's the message for them? Number 17 is number 36, and this one says, inner knowing. You have a place inside of you that holds your most significant answers. Within each of us lies our intuitive knowing. Motivation and ideas are present, yet untapped in the space within us. The spark of the divine waits patiently for us to tune in and retrieve our guidance. This is a time of soul searching. You are in a phase of introspection where you are drawing your attention and focus inward and looking for guidance from within. You have a strong need to understand, not just at the surface level, but also to how really to really know why things are unfolding in the manner that they are. You now have access to the inner knowing that the truth and acceptance you seek is within you. This is a perfect time for you to take a step back from your day-to-day life, deeply contemplate your motivations, personal principles and values. Seek the truth. Work with Ganesha and see through meditation, consideration and self-assessment, and the opportunity to evaluate your direction and personal goals that await you. Your priorities may shift as you develop a deeper perspective. Take this opportunity for some much needed time alone. So maybe this is going to be the year where you are changing a lot of things, but for that you have to make some choices. So what Spirit Lord Ganesha is saying, step back and understand what you truly need and require going forward. Not the way that maybe you've been doing things till now, but what you want going forward. And this is going to be that major year where maybe you make some important life changes for yourself with your own wisdom and knowing as to what you want in your life now. Okay, so take a step back to think about how you want to see the rest of your life go, or maybe this even coming new year. So, but Lord Ganesha is saying you already know, but you just need to now stop. Take a step back and reflect on what you want now going forward. So, let's see how the year is going to go. Let's start with January. For Jan, we have a tower. Yep, some major changes. What are these changes? Why is the tower here for January, Spirit? What's this tower bringing in? A sudden change. I have a feeling. I have a feeling you're manifesting new things in your life already in January. This is like, you know what, I think I'm done with what I was doing. I've been at it for a very long time. I've been doing the same thing over and over and getting the same results. Maybe in January you are researching, doing something, studying something new, or gathering information, and realizing maybe it's time to get rid of that tower. Just drop what the way your life was going, so that you can take back power and control of your own life. Yes, you're feeling very empowered, but maybe for a long time you were subduing your own passions. So this is going to be, I think January itself, it's going to be like, yeah, the old has to go so that something new can begin. I'm not going to stay stuck in the same, year by year, the same kind of a routine which I have been doing for so many years. Maybe it may be getting a bit toxic for you, or may not be making you happy. The Jan, I think, is going to be that month where you realize that, you know what, I need something fresh, I need something new, I need to do something which doesn't make me feel that I'm always sitting in lack. So you're going to remove all those blockages, and you're going to start taking action in your own life. Maybe some of you want to travel, maybe some of you want to, start new businesses, or maybe, do things which excite your soul instead of staying stuck in a rut. So Jan itself, maybe you're making some, decisions, like you say, now you make that vision board to say, what is my next year going to look like? So I see in Jan itself, Gemini sitting and saying, out with the old. I'm going to change my life. I'm going to do something fresh and new and wonderful and exciting, things that I've been putting off for a very long time. It could be as simple as, I always wanted to learn to play the guitar and I never did, and I wish I had, but I never get time, and I've always been on that 9 to 5 every day and coming back and doing the same rut over and over again. So I think by Jan itself, I think you are going to make that decision to say, this is a new year and this is a new me where I follow my passions. Okay, so what about February? Temperance. It's going. See, the minute you do that for yourself, you're going to feel so much more peaceful. Feb is going to be a month where you feel, yes, now my life seems balanced, things are good, I'm feeling things are flowing in a very positive direction. Yes, it's not that you're giving up work or anything, but you are working on things which you know will elevate you. Things are growing because you're interested. Here's this person with his head down and saying, I'm not going to let any distractions take away from me now. This is about what I want to grow in my life. Even if that means you have to start from scratch, you'll be good with it, because it makes your life much more peaceful. Now that you've turned your back to the past and say, no more of that same, hamster wheel that I've been on, which was making you probably very upset and angry and frustrated all the time. This in February, it's going to be focus on you, focus on your well-being, focus on your hobbies, focus on what you truly desire in your life, and you're going to immediately see the results. That yes, things seem so much easier for me now. They seem balanced. I feel at peace. So March, death and rebirth. This is like a new you being born this upcoming year, Gemini. You're almost going to feel that a new Gemini is being born, because you're emotionally happy now. You're ready for the new. Your heart is overflowing with happiness. You're looking towards life in a different way, not from that place of battered, bruised again and again, and I keep doing the same thing over and over again, and I keep feeling lack. No, I think by March, it's going to be a brand new you who's going to feel emotionally very satisfied and very happy with the decisions I think you're making right here in January. Okay, so what about April? Strength. This is my Geminis standing in their power, standing in their strength. No more confused, no more juggling 100 things which are keeping you imbalanced. It's like, now it's time for me to choose new directions. I can do what I want. I can choose whatever path I want. I feel I have the world in my hands, and now it's time for me to make new decisions in my life. So Gemini, this will 100% be a year where you have to take the call to say, out with the old, in with the new. I have to choose a brand new path, because it is already starting to make you feel, I think by April, that this way of being is more satisfying than what you were doing maybe last year or many years till now. Okay, so May, Emperor. See, this is when you feel empowered. This is when you feel in control. This is when you feel that, yes, I rule my own empire. I'm feeling strong. I'm feeling empowered. And I've cut away anything that was, keeping me in a loop or keeping me stuck or keeping me bound. It's like the minute you start to do things which activate your soul purpose or your happiness level, that's when you start to feel more stable. Everybody around you will also be happy for you because you are in a happy place. It's like you're cutting away things the way you were doing things maybe in the past, and it's like this is a new me, Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords. It's like there's excitement that's going to be back in your life, and not just you. I think people around you, your loved ones, are going to see you happy and be happy for you. You'll be dressing better, looking better. There'll be an aura around you. You'll be turning heads wherever you go. Why? Because you freed yourself. You freed yourself from that fear, that insecurity, that fear that, if I don't do what I have to do, then maybe I'll have financial losses or something. I think the minute you start doing things that totally resonate with your heart is when your actual abundance starts to come in. Okay, so tell me then about June. Devil. What's the devil? What's the devil? It's a good devil. It's a good devil. Maybe not actually. I have a feeling there are people who are watching you. They are not very happy. They could even be angry that maybe you left your past responsibilities, which maybe they got used to you taking over and moving on. Yes, there could be some people who could be kind of little confused as to what you're doing and why you manifesting these new things in your life. So I do see some sense of resentment maybe from people that you've walked away from or situations you walked away from, and secretly they will be not very happy because maybe they wanted to keep you stuck or chained or bound to your past life. But when they see you happy, I mean, they are going to be seeing you making all your own dreams and wishes come true. They may get a little confused as to how did this happen. Like, we didn't even know Gemini was planning this kind of a thing. But I think you're going to be in your power, continuing to manifest lovely, lovely things in your life, no longer allowing anyone to distract you. And the minute you stand up for yourself, Gemini, luck is going to start favoring you. Good luck is there. You are going to be moving forward. And yes, I do see in June, there are some others who are watching you who are not going to be really happy about that. These could be people who have claimed to be in your inner circle or your friends, and but they are turning out to be frenemies. You're going to realize that, and they are not going to be happy that they got left behind or something. But like I said, Gemini, this is going to be the year that you are in charge of making your own choices. And you will be ending certain situations to start new ones. And I forgot to tell you, the overall energy that we had for Gemini was the Lovers, right? And this represents Gemini. This card, like each major arcana represents a zodiac sign, and this is a Gemini card. So Spirit is giving you the power to make decisions for changing your life this year, which I think you should take, but maybe there are others around you who may have hoped that you would continue doing things for them or working with them, but when they see you turning your back and following your own dreams or taking a step back, they're not going to be happy that you're not willing to continue to give them as maybe you did before. Some people get used to, we'll always get a handout from Gemini, they'll always do this, they'll always do this. But when you change things, it gets them out of their comfort zone, and that's a little bit thing that you may have to be aware of in the month of June, realizing who was really happy for you and who is really happy and who is not going to be. So there are some frenemies around you who may have pretended that they were your friends, but may turn out to be people who were trying to keep you stuck. So what happens in July then, Spirit? The Sun card. happiest card in the deck. You're moving towards a lot of happiness and a lot of success in your life. Yep, you're wrapping up chapters. You're wrapping up chapters, starting brand new ones. And yes, for that, of course, you will end up breaking a few hearts of the frenemies that you have now seen through. Things are going to come to light. It'll be out in the open as to who these people were, and you will be wrapping up chapters. Um, I think these were the people who will think, or who were thinking that it's only fair that Gemini keeps giving, or keeps themselves stuck and keeps themselves in the same loop. And yes, they are not going to be happy that they lost, somebody who was always on their side and they were benefiting or something. But what is going to make you truly happy is your maybe loved ones, your children, your family, who are going to be by your side. You will enjoy happy times with them. Yes, you are moving towards a lot of success now. Like a lot of success, when I say, it's like a lot of success. There is abundance, there is victory, there is success, there is happiness, but you're going to keep it now to a closer knit circle of yours, which is not going to make these people happy, right? So the happier you're getting, of course, that is what human society is all about. Nobody is really happy with other people moving on or having success when they get left behind. But Spirit says this year it's very important that you make a choice to change things the way you were doing, so that you can then move towards true abundance and happiness. Okay, so tell me about August. What's the moon card? What's the moon card for... Yeah, this is like you're holding back now. You're holding back. You are leaving. You will get to know the people who were trying to keep you in the dark, maybe leaving some people behind, leaving conflicts behind, moving on. It will make you feel a little emotionally sad, I feel, in July, but these are people who you thought had your best interests at heart. Maybe your best friend, your partner, or your business partner or something. But some things will come to an end, which will, of course, in July, it will be an emotional time for you. You will realize that these were the very people who were trying to keep you stuck. But I see that you will see through all these frenemies or whatever, people who were trying to actually compete with you or keep you stuck. I think you are taking a judgment call on whatever this is, and you're moving towards making your own wishes and dreams come true, or you should. That's what Spirit is advising. Okay, so Spirit, what about September? Hermit. Hermit is a card of making some wise decisions for yourself and withdrawing from people who may have kept you stuck or chained or bound. And it's like, I do sense a Gemini in September taking some time out and reflecting on what has happened, why it happened, and yes, absolutely turning your back to certain situations, and moving towards things that actually work for you, with you, people who are on your side, who collaborate with you. Your money is looking very, very good, and the more success you're getting, I think the more you're seeing the truth about these naysayers who are not happy that you got unstuck. So Gemini, even if you have to, like, we always have a fear that if we pull back, then we're going to lose out on this friend circle, or we'll lose out on this group of friends we've had since, let's say, 5 years or something. But I see a Gemini making the wise decision to say, I would rather have my small circle of friends who I know I can trust, rather than stay stuck with people who actually were the hindrance to my growth. So then what happens then, Spirit, in October? The Judgment. What's the Judgment? What's the Judgment? There are people around you. Like I said, I don't know what's happening here. The more successful you're getting, Gemini, the more success that you get, the more I do see some people trying to return from your past. There will be people who are not happy for you, who are feeling rejected by you, who want a second chance from you, because you are heading towards a lot of financial gain, a lot of financial success. They are seeing you becoming stronger and stronger by the day. Maybe lots of new doors are opening up for you, and these are the people who are going to feel very disappointed and feel bad that they never invested. So yes, they some of them could come in to say, you know what, we want a second chance with you, we want to start again with you, or they might create some drama with you or something. But you're going to see through all that, because now you're much wiser. You're much wiser, and you're going to take a very calm and relaxed approach and say, yes, I like you, but I don't love you anymore, kind of a thing. Yes, I do care. I'm willing to, maybe know you, but I'm not willing to pour into you anymore. I'm going to now guard my own energy. And because that's the right thing for me to do. It's like the more successful you're becoming, the more you're going to see as to who these frenemies were. And yes, some of them, I promise you, I think by October you will see some, hey, we won back in your life, and can you give us a second chance? And that's only because your success is growing. So the good news is that you will be reaching higher levels of a lot of success in your life. Okay, so November, the Fool card. Brand new beginnings, feeling free, footloose, fancy free. You've seen through everybody, all the frenemies. You're walking away from all these empty cups that were being offered to you, and people asking you for second chances, and you're taking your core group with you, and you're moving towards a very happy future. You're making that judgment call to say, well, I know. I did this all by myself, and I deserve the accolades for me and my loved ones. So you're going to realize that it was you all along. People were just in it for the ride, and you will be kind of calling judgment on these people who want to, get out of their graves and say, hey, can we have a second chance or something? So I think you're going to see through all these people who are trying to create chaos in your life and be very discerning. And this is the month where you make your final choices and say, you know what, you can't come with me. I know who I need with me. I know who are my, who want reciprocity with me. So yes, I have to completely shut down certain chapters of my life so that something fresh and brand new can begin. And yes, I do see in November you're feeling totally free, footloose, moving towards new beginnings, having that success, having that, power, being proud of yourself for how far you've come. Okay, so December, Hierophant. What's the Hierophant, Spirit? What's the Hierophant? Yep, Spirit is going to be rewarding you for taking back power and control and making good decisions, Gemini. You are going places. You're going to be getting a huge offer. And I think this is almost like the universe sending you a very stable, brand new offer, which is really going to grow. So I think work is going to pick up. Like there'll be a new start in November and December. I do see something brand new starting for you, which is going to take you into a very good future financially, maybe, because emotionally, I think you have realized what makes you happy, who makes you happy, what you have to do. So this is going to be a year that you have to go within, make some very strong decisions, and then maybe the universe is going to suddenly bring in some kind of justice and balance and a maybe new offer to come your way. But for that to happen, you will have to stand up for yourself. You will have to be discerning as to who you pour into and who you withdraw back from. Once you learn to do that, things are going to start flowing in a very positive direction for you. I do feel November and December is a month where you'll realize you're free, you've got a huge offer. This is like, where was the Ace of Pentacles? This is a reward for the wise choices you'll be making. Okay, so I think that's what the Lover's card was all about. You want to give me something more, Spirit, for the choices that Gemini is making, has to make? Yep, I told you, you have to make the wise decision to completely end something which was keeping you down, so that then you can move forward in a positive direction. There is a new life path opening up for you, and not everybody can come along with you this time, Gemini. Okay, so that's what I have for you then. Till next time then, love and light. Take care. Namaste, Gemini.